The Naked Gun comes to you from director Akiva Schaffer, a member of The Lonely Island, the man who brought you Hot Rod, probably one of the most random movies of all time, as well as pop star Never Stop Never Stopping. And this stars Liam Neeson, well-documented serious actor in a heavily comedic spoof movie. Yeah, let's freaking go! Neeson plays Detective Frank Drebin Jr., who's following in the footsteps of his bumbling father, and he must solve a murder case to prevent the police department from shutting down. Now listen, I'll be honest, I did not watch the Naked Gun trilogy from the 90s. May Leslie Nielsen rest in peace, I just never grew up with it. But I am well aware of the source material. I am aware that this is very stupid comedy. I'm very well aware that this is very heavily parodied. And let me just tell you this much right now. If you're going to go into The Naked Gun expecting a serious cop drama, you're going to think this is probably the worst movie of all time. Let me just be perfectly clear. This is a comedy first, and it is supposed to be a parody. Matter of fact, how this entire movie is structured, it feels to me like it's almost like a cartoon. Like, ironically enough, it feels like a Family Guy episode. And I say ironic because Seth MacFarlane is attached to this as a producer. And yeah, I know comedy, like all art, is subjective. Not everybody's going to find this movie funny. A lot of people are going to look at it and say, yeah, it's very stupid. And yes, it is very stupid. But I think that's kind of the whole point. This movie knows what it is. And it never tries to overstep what it is. And I'm not going to sit here and say that this is the funniest movie I've ever seen in my life. This is not the most I've laughed in a movie theater in my life. I think that distinction still goes to The Nice Guys, which came out almost a decade ago. But man, I mean, there were a lot more jokes in this movie that I laughed at more than I groaned at. And bear in mind, this movie is relentless in trying to make you laugh. Which in all honesty, is what every comedy should strive to. Make you laugh. And this movie, again, to make another Liam Neeson pun, it is non-stop. Joke after joke after joke, and there's just puns flying off the wall at you. And granted, like I said, not all the jokes are going to work. There is a running gag involving coffee cups that I feel like kind of grew old after a while. And there is one sequence involving the romance in this movie that felt like a dreamlike sequence, and I'm just thinking, why is this in the movie? And yes, I will also admit, the villain in this movie is a man-in-suit villain, a cliche that I despise. But in a movie that knows how stupid it is, I'm willing to give the cliche a pass. Because damn it, I was still so entertained by this. It's only an hour 25-minute movie. It's very quick. The pacing of this movie I thought was perfect. It never overstayed its welcome. The jokes I thought were plentiful. And Liam Neeson's performance was damn great in this. Everyone has seen that scene in the trailer where he is thwarting bank robbers dressed as a little girl and he rips her face off. Literally like Mission Impossible. And I think, honestly, that's what makes this movie as funny as it is. Because, as I mentioned towards the top of the review, Liam Neeson is known for serious roles. He's known for intense delivery in movies like Taken, The Commuter, stuff like that. And I'm sure to get Liam Neeson on board was a dream come true for Seth MacFarlane, who has a very good Liam Neeson impression. I will tell you that much.
I have a very particular set of channels.
But it just looks like Liam Neeson is having so much fun in this. Everybody is. Paul Walter Hauser, I thought, was really funny. He's been on a roll this year. Even Pamela Anderson, who I feel like is making a bit of a comeback herself. She plays the romantic interest of our hero, and she is really funny in this. There's a scene involving her singing to distract somebody, and I was laughing at it. It was really, really funny. And I will also say it was really funny to see the feature film debut of the one and only American Nightmare himself, Cody Rhodes. To the WWE fans out there, his appearance is very brief. He's only in about one scene. He plays a bartender that Liam Neeson beats the shit out of. But as somebody who has followed Cody Rhodes his entire career and knows that he is presenting himself the American Nightmare with bleach blonde hair, the wig was pretty funny to see. I'm not going to lie. And yeah, the cameos in this movie that you get also, and there's one cameo in here that had me on the floor towards the end. The Naked Gun was just a good old time at the movies. Everybody in my theater was laughing their asses off. There was a big group of dudes in front of me who looked like they were having the time of their lives laughing at this. And in my opinion, that's what every comedy should strive to be. It should be an escapism form of entertainment that you can just sit back and enjoy it. And yeah, even though a lot of people will find this movie incredibly lame and super stupid because of how meta it is, I can't lie. A lot of the puns in this movie and a lot of the in-jokes were too good for me to ignore. So I think if you're a fan of comedy, if you're a fan of the original trilogy starring Leslie Nielsen, if you're a fan of spoof movies like Hot Rod, like Scary Movie, this one is for you. I'm going to give The Naked Gun a B. And you know what? That's a very strong recommend B, and I would not mind watching this again. But let me know what you think. Did you guys grow up on the Naked Gun trilogy? What is your favorite spoof movie of all time? Lots that we can discuss over here and then some, all down there in the comments. Hit that subscribe button if you're new and hit that thumbs up as well, please. That would be an immense help. Thank you so much again for your continued support of the content, my friends. Y'all are the best. And with all that being said, Back Talk, commence.